Welcome to Mint. I am in Delhi's Khan market, billed as the 28th most expensive market in the world, in the store of Lecoanet Hemant, and with me is Hemant Sagar, one half of the duo. The reason that I'm so curious about this store is its excellent pricing and the fact that these two couturiers have sliced their brand in a very alluring way, bringing it from couture to fashion and from fashion to casual wear. So over to Hemant. Hemant, welcome. Tell me, you have chosen Khan market as the hub of style, so to say, and style politics, but really priced your garments well. Also tell me as you go along a little about the slicing of the brand, being accredited couturiers in Paris to the fashion label that you started, and now this.
Well, you know, you start with millions for fashion, and then afterwards you make fashion for millions.
Right. Okay.
So that's basically the formula. It makes more sense if you start on the tip of the iceberg. I think that's how you construct it. Unfortunately, in fashion and in marketing, you start from the top, not from the bottom. Right. And that's how you get an image, and that's how everything means something. Now, I think we've proven our point over the years that we know how to cut, we know how to drape, we know what we're doing. We're not one of the 98% cut and paste companies that exist in this business. We actually make our own designs, we have our own ideas of volume, and we know exactly what we want. So we've proven it at a very high level, and now it just makes sense to make it for more people, to make it accessible, and to be obviously in the hub of Delhi. Where else should you be? In the boondocks, no one's going to come.
Right. Now there is a clear emphasis on menswear in this store.
Yes.
Is it a segment that has been less attended to by Indian designers, and you see the gap and you can fill it excellently?
In a way you can say that. I could also say that there is such a stress on official life in India that there's not enough time for the casual life. And I think that the casual life, if it is affordable, everyone is very, very happy to get undressed. Right. You get what I mean.
Yes. Does that include the men?
That really means the men, because the men always have these suits on their shoulders, and they have to be representative all the time. So I think if they can roll up their sleeves literally, I think it's a great thing for them. Yes.
Yeah. Tell me about the choice and the pricing. Choice of fabric. There is also a palette that is evident. There is brown, charcoal, olive green, there are denims and there are whites. So what goes behind? Have you thought of the Indian summer particularly, or is this a palette coming from some other inspiration?
Shefalee, where you live and what surrounds you is what makes your universe and your life. Obviously, the only thing that counts for me is where I am and what is around me. Right. And I mean, the kidneys that you have in your head are the ones that make you function afterwards, but what you're feeling is obviously coming directly from your surroundings. So yes, there's nothing else that influences you, and you keep on, as a designer, you know, you're a real nagger to your world. You just do not accept anything the way it is. You want to give propositions, you want to give something new. And so, well, very excited that it's working now.
Right. Okay, let's tell me about shirts like these. A lot of emphasis on denim in the market, usually, certainly in the Indian market, is on the lowers. It's on jeans. Yes. To the extent that we confuse a Good Night, which is really a brand for mosquito repellent, with everything that is a mosquito. And Colgate is a toothpaste, but there could be 100 other toothpastes. So for Indians, denims mean jeans and jeans mean denim.
Right.
I think it's slowly that clutter is breaking, and I was very happy to see that you have denim shirts. Can you tell me of the softening of the fabric, its pricing?
Well, look, first of all, there's a volume which is quite original, because you can see that it is based on a kurta. Right? So that makes it acceptable. It has something ethnic about it without being ethnic. Right. It's actually very, very urban. The labeling, lab tested and all of that is all to underline the fact that it's very, very urban. Yeah. And something which is kind of, I would say, daring in India is to actually pre-wash it and to make it look as if it has been overwashed, and it has been overwashed. Right. But to come on, let's admit it. To buy a new garment, to make it only because it looks old, is kind of strange. Right. But that is exactly where the comfort zones comes in.
Right.
That's what makes it such a hit.
Is this going to bleed? I mean, does one expect a garment like this to bleed a bit?
Maybe a little bit. That would be quite normal. Maybe a little bit.
And that kind of adds to its appeal,
that it has a own life. Yeah, that the wash cycles have a own life to it.
Right.
And that, but it, you know, it instantly becomes that favorite old piece.
Right.
And that's what it actually does to you.
Right. So in terms of retail inside, do you think a kurta shirt like this has more of a survival instinct in the Indian market, or a regular shirt?
Well, a shirt is always attributed to formal dressing again. So as soon as you have a collar, you're thinking business again, you know.
Yeah.
Whereas this thing is something that you really do for yourself. And actually, the actual core of this collection was to be happy with yourself, to come home, which means be yourself in your body and not having to represent, you know, how daily life is here. You're busy representing something all the time, your family, your clan, your business, other things. You hardly ever have some time for yourself.
Right.
And actually, it's even considered not correct to be devoting time to yourself. And in fact, we secretly all do want it a little bit.
Right. Okay, Hemant, do tell me about the pricing. This is less than 1,000 rupees. It's almost 3,000. I mean, it's almost 3,000 rupees.
Yes.
Beg your pardon.
Yes.
And there are shirts between 2 and 3,000 rupees
That's
as
right.
well, the
That's
olive
right.
greens. It's very good pricing. So how do you work on the economics of it, the business of it?
By making it ourselves, Shefalee. We have built the state-of-the-art factory in which we make high fashion, yes, because that's how we started. But the whole point was to make quantity and to make it ourselves so that we can put it into the market at the prices we want and not to subcontract it.
Right.
Keeping eye on the detail ourselves and keeping all the reins of the collection, holding it like horses, and to make sure that it comes out exactly. Nothing of these pieces will go out unless we've tried it on ourselves.
Right. Okay. I was looking around your store and I found this bag, and I know it's probably a men's store, but I almost wanted it for myself. So there's perhaps a unisex appeal to it.
Totally.
Tell me about it. Where is this? Where does the inspiration come from? What is it made of?
Shefalee, this is the ultimate thela.
Okay. The jhola, you mean?
Yes. I'll tell you what, it's actually a tribute to an
No
old...
wonder I spotted it for myself.
It's a tribute to an old friend of mine who doesn't even know that I made a tribute to her.
Right.
It is actually about her saying, "You will not catch me dead walking down the street with a plastic bag full of potatoes."
Right.
So she would always go shopping and always have a cover bag to put all
Right.
her stuff into it. And I just thought that was genius.
Right. So how should one style it? I mean, what is the best way to wear this bag?
The best way to wear this bag is to wear it.
Okay.
You can
And
wear it
put
like this.
potatoes or books.
Well, whatever you're hiding and you don't want to show, and when the bag is not prestigious enough, we all have events for that in our lives.
Right.
That's where it goes in.
All right. But
And again, I
you
think
mean
quite-
it's as good with Indian wear as with anything else?
Totally, totally.
Right.
Look, this is how much is
Price
it?
at 6,000 if I remember correctly.
That's right, 6,400.
yeah,
That's pretty good. It's with real suede and it's got canvas, natural canvas in it. It was designed and made in our own workshops. We have a accessory workshop in there where we also make these exclusive pieces. And this is like the one that is made for many more people than just one.
Right. So, well, you've made us curious about the accessories workshop, and I hope to see you there soon with another Mint video.
Well, I hope to see all your viewers with us soon.
Thank you very much. Hemant.
Thank you.
Thanks.